Now, let's revisit our main story that another 2 million people in northern England will face tighter rules from Saturday. And this comes as the latest NHS test and trace figures for England show that more than 31,000 people tested positive for COVID-19 in the week to the 23rd of September. Let's digest some of those figures and what is happening with Dr. Bharat Pankhania, who is a senior clinical lecturer at the University of Exeter Medical School. Can we start with this idea of with the figures going up? Is this officially a second wave? Because you hear so many people say, oh, it's a resurgence, it's a surge. Is it a second wave?
I like to call it a continuation of the first wave. You see, a second wave, third wave, etc., gives the impression that it is a new occurrence. Whereas, to be truthful, what we're doing is riding a roller coaster wave, in that our cases went up when it first introduced, it went down when we went into lockdown, and now it's going up as we have come out of the restricted movements.
So, given that we're going up, should we be alarmed? Is it just the natural, you kind of would have expected this?
In a way, you would have expected it, because this is a human-to-human transmission of infection. And as soon as human activities restart, case numbers will go up. Unfortunately for the UK, this is so unfortunate. We went into lockdown late, therefore our lockdown was prolonged. And then, unfortunately, we came out of lockdown early when we had so many background level of cases still in circulation. And therefore, it was only a matter of time before those cases in circulation met people who were coming out of lockdown, made more seeding of infectious agents, and then we get that huge rise in number of cases.
So the local lockdowns that we're seeing in specifically targeted areas, do you think they're going to do the job, or will we ultimately see a national lockdown?
I don't think we have the stamina for a national lockdown. The local lockdowns will only achieve one thing: allow us to slightly regain control. But what we really must be saying is, we are going to go into lockdown to reduce the number of cases. And when we come out of lockdown, you will do the following. And the following is, you will not interact with so many humans. You will keep yourselves to yourselves. You will not make new connections with other people. Because if you don't do that, which is stay away from other groups of people, case numbers will go up again.
And can I get your opinion on this idea of this three-tier system? Is that going to be clear enough? Because, of course, a lot of confusion as to which area has what kind of lockdown and what the restrictions are specific to that area. But the three-tier system still means that we will have a patchwork of what applies to whom.
It is very patchwork, and it is getting complex by the hour. What we really need to do is have a one-system approach, which is we need to keep case numbers down, and for case numbers to come down, we restrict our interactions. Then we have to do that penalty time, which is at least 2 weeks of restricted movements, case numbers go down. And to keep the case numbers down, we say, do not interact with other groups of humans. This is going to be difficult because we've got schools, colleges, universities, and businesses also open. I have started to rethink my thinking. I'm beginning to say perhaps we should start distant teaching and learning both at schools and universities.
Oh, I think on that bombshell, a lot of people will be very concerned to hear that. But it's fascinating to hear you describe this as a penalty time. Dr. Bharat Pankhania, as always, really good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.